I would like everyone to be honest regarding the question I am about to ask. If you knew something was bad for you and could ultimately end up killing you, would you still engage in said behavior or activity? One of the largest problems that Americans face in today's day and age is obesity. Everyone seems to understand that obesity is directly correlated with an abundance of health-related diseases that could ultimately result in premature mortality. Today, two-thirds of adults and one-third of all children in America suffer from being overweight and obese. If these patterns continue, 51% of the American population will be obese based off statistical projections. I am very confused, scared, and angry as to why the American population seems to understand that there is an issue regarding obesity, but can't or won't fix it. I will go through 5 effective strategies, methods that anyone can use to battle obesity and live a better, healthier life. I am very health conscious and exercise oriented. I spent my entire childhood involved in sports and ate healthily for nearly my entire life. My parents were very influential on me from a very young age, being that my dad was a Division I wrestler and my mom was a physical therapist for as long as I've been alive. I am now an exercise science major at Slippery University and am heading to graduate school in the near future to pursue a doctorate in physical therapy. The new approach that I am taking in my health-related profession is to take a preventative stance. Many individuals seek professional help from the exercise science majors and physical therapists after the damage has already been done, largely due to the fact that they suffer from obesity and are overweight. I am looking to initiate a healthy lifestyle in individuals starting from a very young age. If children practice healthy habits from an early age, they can avoid obesity altogether and never have to backpedal from the damage that has already been done in the first place. I talked to a lady at the gym at Slippery University who made it abundantly clear how difficult it is to live a life where eating junk food and not exercising becomes the norm. She would go on to tell me how she has lost her independence in so many ways after becoming obese. This lady professed that if she could go back, she would do it all differently because there's nothing more important to her than her health and independence. Let this be a lesson to everyone, everywhere, not to take your health or anything for granted. A major reason why so many Americans suffer from obesity is due to the lack of exercise, which could result from an assortment of reasons. Many Americans either do not know what to do and how to build an exercise program, or do not have someone to push them to exercise to the appropriate intensity, or at all in general. The American College of Sports Medicine, they support my ideology in that exercise and physical activity are very important in the battle of obesity when they stated, evidence to support the inverse relationship between physical activity and premature mortality, cancer, functional health, and obesity continue to accumulate. Meeting with a personal trainer such as myself is very beneficial in that they can evaluate your physical abilities and prescribe an exercise program that is safe and effective. They also can appropriately and accurately track progress and help individuals to set goals for themselves. This could ultimately increase motivation to exercise, which can decrease body fat percentage and decrease obesity. The more an individual exercises, the more calories they expend, which results in more weight loss. ACSM the American College of Sports Medicine, also stated that some activity is better than none, and more activity up to a point is better than less. Exercising with a personal trainer could also be beneficial in that individuals who are not accustomed to going to a gym that may feel more comfortable being that they have someone with them who knows what they are doing. Another way to battle American obesity is to eat healthier. Although it is very easy to identify diet change as an important aspect to change in order to solve the obesity dilemma in America, it is a lot harder to solve the how issue. America has been looked at as the nation that eats terribly. It has become habitual to just drive down the street and order McDonald's instead of making a healthy salad at home. Unhealthy food has become so fast, readily available, cheap, and tasty. To combat unhealthy foods, it is essential that eating healthier becomes affordable, readily available, and tasty as well. There are several things that one can do. There are several things that can be done to do so. In order to reduce the cost of healthy food options, it is important to buy food in bulk, to shop for coupon sales, etc. In order to make healthy food readily available, it is important you can use Tupperware to meal prep, and thus it'll be easily accessible. Eating healthier foods could ultimately reduce calorie, carbohydrate, sodium, and fat intake, which could help to reduce body fat. Eating healthier also provides the body with healthy fats, proteins, carbohydrates, and sugars that will provide longer-lasting energy that can be used for exercising or other physical activity. According to the Harvard School of Public Health, following a Mediterranean-style diet appears to be promising for weight control. Nutrition is a fundamental concept that must be adopted by the American population in order to effectively fight off obesity. Education is paramount in solving the obesity epidemic in America. It is essential that people learn about the health risks associated with obesity, as well as the means to prevent it. According to the state of obesity, children of parents with less than 12 years of education have an obesity rate about approximately 3 times higher than those of parents with a college degree. Starting in schools, children should learn about healthy eating habits and be exposed to fun, kid-friendly exercises and games, which they may retain and elect to continue outside school. I was exposed to rock climbing, mountain biking, and an assortment of other activities in my phys ed class in my high school, and I chose to play tennis with my friends on weekends after the tennis unit. I likely never would have done it if I had never been introduced to it at North Allegheny Senior High School. The PE curriculum can be viewed at www.northallegheny.org and on the website. And according to Kirsten Gillibrand, obesity puts our children at risk of developing serious diseases such as type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and depression. Community education at libraries, health fairs, community events such as McCandless Day, with a booth set up to grab people's attention, providing free gym passes, motivating people to make healthy habit changes. According to Andrew Lansley, we must not constantly talk about tackling obesity and warning people about the negative consequences of obesity. Instead, it must be positive consequences or positive talk that influences people to engage in healthy activities, not the negative aspect side of it. Conversely, I believe commercials with graphic images of obese people at young ages, then fast forward showing how they look after being diagnosed with diabetes and needing an amputation due to peripheral neuropathy, would move people towards changing their ways. People may retain these images and thereby be more influenced to change. They can change their family habits for themselves or their children's well-being and their future longevity. Education through the media might also create reality TV show Biggest Loser 5 years later. It could depict successful moderate strategies that the winners maintain, succeeding at keeping their healthy weight maintained long term. I know that America has a problem with obesity, everyone does, and it must be changed for our own good. It is important that something be done to change. It can be done with the help of a personal trainer. America can be better informed on methods to go about losing weight and activities that can be performed for pleasure, especially from an early age. Lastly, diet change is a must. It is crucial that the population begin to eat healthier. If these 3 things are all implemented effectively, then a change will begin to be seen. Take care of yourself. You only have one life. Why not live it to its fullest by battling obesity?